Alright, iPeople26 here, and I'm here to do an unboxing and review for you guys today of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Boom Studios Omega Rangers from the comics. And, yeah, I completely forgot that these were coming after I ordered them. Because I ordered these in the Master Morpher after the Hasbro live stream where they unveiled these, because these are Pulse exclusive. So, yeah, and this only cost like $100 because they don't have 5 figures, it only has 4. Because I believe the 5th Ranger of the team is an animal. I have not read the comics, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know the context behind that and whatever else. But yeah. So yeah, this was, I believe, leaked a while ago with one of the prototype figures for this team somehow getting out of the, I think, factory, and someone like sold it online or someone posted pictures of it online somehow. But yeah, and then I think there were more leaks out of the factory that produced these, and then got officially unveiled and everything, and officially announced, then put on Hasbro Pulse for order, and thus I got it. So yeah, also expect the Master Morpher whenever the hell that ships and I get one, so yeah. So yeah, so here we go with the box. It's a very similar, like, big box to the Alien Rangers, so yeah. And some of the other multi-packs of teams, probably more similar to the Psycho Rangers, the main 5 Psycho Rangers, which I need to still get that. I really wish that Hasbro would, like, use next year to put out some of the more rare Lightning Collection figures again, like some of the like the Psycho Ranger 5-pack. That would be nice to have that be re-released, but yeah. And some of the other Rangers, and maybe do some remastered re-releases of some of the figures that people would want to get new versions of. So yeah, and also re-release some of the figures that had problems with their articulation and joints and whatever in regards to looseness. So yeah, like Time Force Blue is one of the ones that come to mind with that, as well as the gender swapped Mighty Morphin Yellow and Red that came out last year. So, yeah. But on the front here, we have a shot of all 4 Omega Rangers from the comics, I believe in the comic style. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection logo on top here. Boom Studios logo. The Omega Rangers and everything. Label, Hasbro, and all that. Bottom just has a bunch of legal information. Top just has the Lightning Collection logo. This side has the Boom Studios logo and the Omega Rangers name on it. And on the side here we get the Boom Studios logo again, and renders of the helmets of all 4 Rangers. Then on the back here, we get a nice render shot of all 4 Rangers standing next to each other with their different weapons. So yeah. Then the renders of the figures on their own, with their accessories and everything, which look pretty cool. So, yeah, and that's honestly really cool. They don't have the names of the Rangers, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really need them. So, yeah. So here we go with opening the box. And here we go, with that warning. And here we go with all of the figures. Trying to find a way to get these out of the holders here.
Alright, so we got all the Rangers out. There's a piece of tape keeping the accessories bag. There. So yeah. So we got effect pieces, which I believe this has come out already, and I think in this color as well. Got this big new effect piece. It goes on the Yellow Ranger's hammer weapon. Okay. Alright. I think this one has already been released as well, and I believe in that color. And I think... Oh no, these are similar to what came with In Space Black, I believe. So yeah. So here we go with... I'm not sure of the name of the weapon, but they're chained together. Nice hammer weapon, which actually, if you look at Cosmic Fury, one of the Rangers has a similar weapon to that. A trident weapon. A katana sword. And then we have the hands for all the Rangers, 2 fist hands. I believe all of these are fist hands in the accessories bag, which is fine. For red, blue, black, and yellow. Which good. Good. None of my hands got mixed up, or there are no accessories missing. So let's get the Rangers out of their bags. So here we go with the Red Ranger. No civilian heads with these guys, but I don't really care. So civilian heads I can take or leave because I just put them in storage with the other parts that I don't need on the figures at the time. So yeah. But this actually looks like it turned out pretty well for this figure. I, again, don't read the comics, so I don't know how accurate this is to the design, but I'm assuming it's accurate to the design in the comics. So yeah. And yeah, it just looks pretty good. Kind of looks like this gray should be black, judging by the renders, but on the box. Just to show you guys again. But, it's more of a dark gray, so I don't know. But yeah, I actually like a lot of the detailing on these suits. This does look like something that, like, Toei, the people at Toei would come up with for Super Sentai designs. So, yeah, the comics people do know what they're doing with original stuff. So, yeah. So let me just show off the articulation with these. So, head you can do in a 360, as well as just move around. The shoulder pads look like they should be able to move, but... and are separate from the chest. But they do not move. Okay, so a good amount of, like, looseness to tightness on the shoulder here. Moving a basically 90-degree angle, which is whatever. Double ball joints on the elbows, which actually has a good amount of, like, stiffness to looseness on it. It's not like the old Lightning Collection figures, or even Lightning Collection figures that came out this year. So yeah, you can turn that in a 360. You can move these hands side to side, and that actually comes off pretty well, although, yeah, that's a bit loose. Yeah, and then you can do a 360 on that right there. For the torso, move them side to side right there. And back and forth. bottom half isn't loose, but the top half is. It's whatever. This looks like it's two separate pieces, but I don't think it is. Or maybe I got glued together in the factory, I'm not sure. But yeah, so legs you can move up in a 90-degree angle. Drop down hips, which aren't that loose, which is good. I think that they actually got better with the new parts of articulation when it comes to the pinless joints and the drop-down hips as they went, because the Time Force Blue Ranger, I believe, was one of the first figures that they produced with this kind of body mold, with the pinless stuff and the drop-down hips and everything. And that figure's joints were extremely loose for no reason. So I think they really, really made it better with future figures. So yeah. And then you can move this in a 360. And then, okay, the legs have a good amount of stiffness, I think. Not overly stiff, but not loose at all. So yeah. But double ball joints in them. And then the feet, you can move back and forth like this, as well as break the ankle. So, yeah. So that's about it for articulation, and that goes for basically all of these. So yeah, let's get on with the rest of them. So we have the Blue Ranger, which I believe is the only female figure of the team, or female character. Because all the other three are guys, I think. So yeah, she has the new body mold for the female figures, including double ball joints for the elbows, which is pretty nice. So yeah, and I'm just going to assume all the same articulation kinds of things. Okay, that's a bit stiff, but that's fine. Helmet came off a little too easily there. I don't know if the inside is a little too big or the ball joint there is a little too small. Either way, that's not great. And you can just easily remove that like that. Let me see. Yeah, that's staying on pretty good. So, yeah, that's odd. But yeah, in terms of overall detail, looks good. It doesn't look like anything was mispainted or anything on mine. So, yeah, that's pretty good. In comes the comment saying I'm a Hasbro shill. No, I just give good or bad reviews based on what I get, personally. Oh, the Yellow Ranger's a female, too. Okay, that's fine. Again, don't read the comics, so I don't have any context on these Rangers at all. So yeah. Okay, so her helmet is staying on okay. Let me just see here. Huh, and that neck joint is too small. And this looks like it got like maybe something shiny put on it. So that's too big. That's just a little too small. You can put the yellow helmet on that neck joint. Okay. So that's just odd. That two figures, which you think would use roughly the same body mold, just different paint apps and different helmets, like have that discrepancy. But yeah, the shoulders are about as loose as the Red Rangers. So yeah, Oh, it's just odd to me. But it looks like all the details fine on her. So yeah. Okay. And we get the last figure in this collection, or this 4-pack, which is the Black Ranger. Looks fine. Foot was backwards. Whatever. This looks like... maybe I'm just overthinking it. In regards to, like, the body mold, it looks like uses a slightly different one than the Red Ranger, but again, I may just be overthinking it. Yeah, let's see some of the articulation. Helmet stays on okay. Shoulders are a bit loose, but not overly so. Well, left shoulder moves. Left shoulder's a bit loose. Right shoulder's a bit whatever. Again, you can't move them because they don't have butterfly joints. Yeah, so that it appears that this one is just okay. Smudge on the helmet from my fingerprints, I think. But yeah, so it looks like the paint apps are fine. Just a little bit of looseness here and there, but otherwise I think it's fine. Drop down hips are fine. I did not check the drop down hips on the female figures. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. To me, drop down hips are what should be stiff. Or at least a decent amount of stiffness. So, yeah. So, overall, what are my thoughts? Well, I have not read the comics. I need to get the comics so I can actually read them, but in regards to these figures, I think that they're pretty okay. They're pretty good. And everything. The Lightning Collection figures are pretty hit or miss in regards to what you'll get in regards to like some of the body molds and some of the like joint issues and whatever. Sometimes things are more stiff, sometimes things are more loose, and then sometimes you'll get paint apps that aren't great. Sometimes you'll get missing accessories like I did for that one remastered MMPR Yellow Ranger. But yeah. But I think that the Omega Rangers turned out pretty okay, from what I'm seeing here. So yeah, if you're a fan of the Omega Rangers, see if you can pick this up if you want it and can buy it and can afford it. And it's actually pretty cool that we're getting the first, like, I believe, completely original team, because we have gotten original suits before from the comics, like the Ranger Slayer and Lord Draken and everything, but I don't have those. Because those were years ago when the line started, and I just didn't care at that time. I still really don't, because I don't have, I don't have many of the villains. I don't have certain exclusives. I missed out on getting the Psycho Rangers, which I wish I had gotten that at the time, but yeah. Especially because I have Psycho Green and Silver. It'd be nice to have the main 5, but yeah. At some point I hope to get that. I just really wish that Hasbro would put out some of the more rare figures, maybe at a wider release for a limited time or something. But yeah. But I would recommend these if you are a fan of the Power Rangers Boom Studio comics and you like these Rangers, like the suits or whatever, or like anything that they've appeared in. So yeah, from the comics. So yeah, these figures turned out pretty okay. So yeah, decent amount of accessories for what you'd expect. You get the lightning effect parts, you get the weapons, or at least their main weapons, and you get interchangeable fist hands and gripping hands. So yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no missed paint apps or bad paint apps on mine. So yeah, it's up to you if you guys want to get them. Get them as quick as possible, though, if you're looking to buy them, because like, these might go out of print soon. Who knows? But yeah, so really not much else to say. So links description on my shit. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, the comic exclusive TMNT
Power Ranger figures as well. Yeah, I forgot about those.
But yeah, see you guys in the next one.